Hi, and welcome to the first of our Quizzy Business pub quizzes for you to be able to take part with online, in person, or at home. That's going to be your choice of doing these. That was the introduction that you've just heard. Let me know in the comments if whether you're going to find that extremely infuriating. But it's going to be one of those worm songs, isn't it, that gets stuck in your head. So every time you hear that theme, you're going to be like, it's time for the pub quiz. So I'm Cuddy Cudworth, the host of this. What you're going to see is 6 categories. We're going to go through it all, and you'll see me in a little circle at the bottom of the corner, asking you the questions as if I was doing the quiz with you in your house or in your pub. Now, there's many ways that you can use this pub quiz. You can use this live, you can put it and beam it into you, and you can take your time with this quiz. If you want to be your own quiz master and your quiz host, not a problem. You are going to be able to download every one of these quizzes once you go to the website. But this is the Quizzy Business channel. I'm Cuddy Cudworth, the host of your pub quiz. Like I said before, you can host these yourself, or you can have me host them for you in your pub at home, however you choose to do these quizzes. I love a pub quiz. I host many all around Scotland, but please enjoy this, enjoy the pub quiz, and enjoy the 60 questions that you're going to have that is going to send your brain either into a meltdown or make you feel extremely fantastic as you're taking part in the quiz. As always, big love from Cuddy, and I'll see you in the quiz. Hi, and welcome to the Big Pub Quiz. Let's go through some of the rules that you're going to want to be taking part with in the big quiz. It's an important part of those rules. Good luck to absolutely everybody. All right, so don't worry about whether it's £2 per person or per team, and winners will walk away with 50% of the total pot, because guess what? That's not part of this game show or trivia or quiz, whereabouts in the world you are watching it from. However, there is going to be 60 questions for this quiz. It can take you about an hour to 2 hours to go through this, depending if you're playing at home or if you're playing in the pub. There's 6 different categories. Your answers have to match my answers, even if I'm wrong, because sometimes those answers can be varied a little bit differently, but we're always going to want to match what is on the screen. So let's have a look at those categories. It's a point for each correct answer, unless otherwise stated, which is an important part to understand. All right, so these are the questions that we have for you today. 4 of those rounds are going to be question orientated. 2 of those rounds are going to be picture quizzes. That's right, we're going to have pictures on the screen, and you have to go off the question for some of those rounds. So today we are playing general knowledge. We are playing movies and television. Say what you see, sports, science and technology, and name the eye, which is quite a different and controversial round, but it is going to be a lot of fun once you get round it. So, my question from Cuddy Cudworth, which is me, are you ready? Bearing in mind I'm doing this as a recording, I'm just going to guess that you've all said yes to me on that one. All right, here we go. Round number 1, we are going to play general knowledge. As you take part in all the big pub quizzes, you're going to realize that round number 1 is always going to be general knowledge, all right? And then we'll vary up the categories as the quizzes go on. It could be a quiz, or it could be a trivia, depending on whereabouts in the world you are. So it's a quiz or a trivia. I'm always going to call it the Big Pub Quizzy. Here we go. All right, question number 1 for you. And don't forget, you can pause this on YouTube whenever you want for the quiz. So I'm going to go through them quite quickly, but you can pause them if you wish. So question number 1. How many time zones are there in Russia? How many time zones are there in Russia? That is question number 1. Moving on to question number 2. I like to give you a little bit of time in between each question because it's the fairest thing that I can do while you're going through the quiz. So question number 1, how many time zones are there in Russia? And here we go. Moving on to question number 2. How many stripes are there on the US flag? How many stripes are there on the US flag? A standard American flag. The question for you is, how many stripes are there on the US flag? Again, you can pause whenever you want, or you can confer with your friends or in the pub. Again, it is a pub quiz. No point using your phones for this one, as that is just cheating. And you're cheating yourself. All right, here we go. Question number 3. Which of the following empires had no written language? So it's multiple choice for this one. So you have to pick one of these options. Which of the following empires had no written language? It's a good question. The options for your answers are Roman, Incan, Aztec, or Egyptian. So that question again for you. Which of the following empires had no written language? Is it Roman? Is it Incan? Is it Aztec? Or is it Egyptian? That is question number 3. I'm going to give you a pause in between each question. And then we'll move on to the next question. So here we go. Question number 4. What is the slang name for New York City used by the locals? What is the slang name for New York City used by locals? This one does catch quite a few people out, to be fair. So I'm asking you this question. Question number 4. What is the slang name for New York City used by the locals? So what do the locals who live in New York call it? Moving on to question number 5. What's the national flower of Japan? What is the national flower of Japan? I think this is probably one of the easier questions, but that's just because I know the answer. You might not know the answer, and that's fine. You're not going to get every one of these questions correct. But hopefully it will get that grey matter going so it makes it nice and easy for you to understand. So what's the national flower of Japan? Question number 5. Question number 6. How many keys does a classic piano have? How many keys does a classic piano have? Not an organ, not a keyboard. The specific question is, how many keys does a classic piano have? That is question number 6. Moving on. Question number 7. Who wrote the book, The Biology of Belief? It's actually a fantastic book, to be fair. It's a book about the healing power of beliefs. So who wrote the book, The Biology of Belief? It's a book about the healing power of beliefs. That's a pretty good book to read. I've read that one myself. It's not everybody's cup of tea. But that's question number 7. Who wrote The Biology of Belief? A book about the healing power of beliefs. Moving on to question number 8. Name the best-selling book series of the 21st century. Name the best-selling book series of the 21st century. So that's Name the Best-Selling Book series of the 21st century. Question number 9. When did they open the London Underground? So in what year did they open the London Underground? That is question number 9. I'm going to give you a bit of time to think about that one. Question number 9. When did they open the London Underground? Don't forget you can pause this before you want to move on to the next question, or we move on to the next question. Question number 10. Which American city is Billie Eilish from? Like we said, round number 1 is always going to be general knowledge, so questions from all genres, making it general. So question number 10, which American city is Billie Eilish from? That is question number 10. That's your last question. But that is only round number 1, everybody. Now you can take a break now, or you can carry on. Completely your choice. But let's have a look at question or round number 2. So round number 2, we're going to go movies and TV. That's round number 2. All these questions are going to be regarding movies and TV. Is this going to be one of your favorite rounds? Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. However, this is round number 2. So here we go. Question number 11. Which TV channel was the first in the UK? You've even got multiple choice there. Was it Channel 5? Was it BBC? Or was it ITV? That is question number 11. Which TV channel was the first in the UK? I think that's quite an obvious question. However, I have seen people get this wrong when I do it live in the pubs. Question number 11. Which TV channel was the first in the UK? Channel 5, BBC, or ITV? That's question number 11. Question number 12. Which TV channel is the oldest in the world? Which TV channel is the oldest in the world? Is it BBC? Is it NBC? Or HBO? So which TV channel is the oldest in the world? That is question number 12. Question number 13. What location does the first season of the HBO series The White Lotus take place in? One of my wife's favourite TV programmes, but even she couldn't remember the answer to this one. So what location does the first season of the HBO series The White Lotus take place in? That is question number 13. Moving swiftly on. Question number 14. In Only Fools and Horses, what is the name of the tower block where Del Boy and Rodney lived? Taking you back to the famous TV program Only Fools and Horses, a staple and a legendary TV program in the UK. However, the question is for number 14. In Only Fools and Horses, what is the name of the tower block where Del Boy and Rodney lived? That is question number 14. Moving on. What is the name of the ice cream parlour Steve and Robin working at the season 3 of Stranger Things? This might stump quite a few of you. The famous Netflix TV program Stranger Things. What is the name of the ice cream parlour that Steve and Robin work in season 3 of Stranger Things? What is the name of the ice cream parlor Steve and Robin work in at season 3 of Stranger Things? That is question number 15. Question number 16. Which actress played Mrs. Robinson in the film The Graduate? Which actress played Mrs. Robinson in the film The Graduate? Question number 16. Do you remember that movie? Mrs. Robinson? The Graduate? All we need to know is which actress played Mrs. Robinson in the film The Graduate. Moving on to question number 17. What is the name of Superman's dog in the new Superman movie? Now, when we say the new Superman movie, technically, in all of the Superman comic books, it was the same name for the dog. And there's something I'm always going to put into a lot of the quizzes that I do, just because it's a part of who I am. There will always be a Superman question somewhere in the quiz. That will be one of those cheeky little Easter eggs that I put into all of the quizzes. So what is the name of the Superman's dog in the new Superman movie? Depending on the time when you're watching this, this was the movie that was released in 2025 with David Corenswet. What was the name of the dog? Question number 18. This one always, you've got a 50-50 chance of getting this right, but this one always messes people up. So question number 18. In The Matrix, does Neo take the blue pill or the red pill? 50-50 chance of getting this one correct. In The Matrix movie, does Neo take the blue or the red pill? That is question number 18. Question number 19. For what movie did Tom Hanks score his first Academy Award nomination? That is question number 19. For what movie did Tom Hanks score his first Academy Award nomination? Now remember, that is just an award nomination. That's not a winner of an Academy Award. Just to make sure that we're clear on the difference there. That is question number 19. For what movie did Tom Hanks score his first Academy Award nomination? Number 19. Moving on. Question number 20, the last question for round number 2 for movies and TV. What American TV chat show host, I did mispronounce that, what American TV chat show host was Jack Nicholson referencing when he ad-libbed? And yes, he ad-libbed in the movie. And it's become the iconic part of the Shining movie. But when he ad-libbed, "Here's Johnny" in The Shining, what American TV chat, why can I not say chat? I'm saying chat instead. What American TV chat show was Jack Nicholson referencing when he ad-libbed, "Here's Johnny" in The Shining? And that is question number 20. That is the last question of round number 2, movies and TV. I gave you just under a minute for each question. Hopefully you've had enough time to get each one of those questions in. Again, don't forget, you can pause this, come back to it, have a little bit of time, or you can just keep it all flowing, depending on how you are running this experience. So before we take a break, I'll always do 30 questions. Then we take a break. Then you come back for the next 30 questions. Again, it's your choice how you run your pub nights, your pub quiz nights, or your home quiz nights. Here we go. Round number 3. Name the animal. Naming the animal. Surely this is going to be simple. Or is it? It's a picture round. I'm going to show you a picture of an animal, and all you have to do is name it. Sounds so simple. But here we go. Let's have a look. Something's going to be looking at you, and you're going to have to find out what it is. So here we go. Question number 21. Name the animal. To be fair, all these pictures are going to be eyes of animals. You're going to have to name all those animals just from the picture of the eye. Some of them are super easy. Some of them are going to be like, huh? So there we go. That is question number 21. Moving on. Like I say, you can pause this one. You can have a really good look at the screen. Get right close up. See if the eye starts following you around. It doesn't. Question number 22. I think that's probably an easy one, to be fair. There we go. That's question number 2. Name the animal. Just from the nose. Right now, that animal is going. It can smell you. And it says you smell beautiful. Or maybe not. That is question number 22. Name the animal. Just from its nose. Moving on. Question number 23. Name the animal. That's a piercing picture, isn't it? I think so far you're all going, this is very easy, Cuddy. But is it? That's the question. Is it easy? Name the animal. Question number 23 from that picture. Moving on to question number 24. Oh, this one's going to catch you out. Now, first of all, look at how beautiful that eye is. Before you even think about naming what the animal is, look at the intricate detail in that eye. That is absolutely amazing. From a close-up shot of seeing an animal's eye, that's what's in the eye. I think that's absolutely amazing. But that doesn't always help you with what it is. Question number 24. Name the animal with the piercing eye. That is question number 24. That'll stump quite a few of you. Question number 25. There we go. I think that's quite obvious for some, for others maybe not. Question number 25. Name the animal. Have a really good look at everything that's going on in that picture. It's having a look at you going, hiya! Question number 25. Name the animal. Moving on to question number 26. 26. That's something completely different, isn't it? But it is of the animal species. It is question number 26. Name the animal. Have a right good close look. Get right in there. That is question number 26. What is it? Name the animal. Moving on to question number 27. That is an amazing picture. These are not AI pictures either, by the way. These are close-up National Geographic pictures. Absolutely outstanding. That's question number 27. That is the eye of an animal of the animal kingdom. Question number 27. This round is a little bit quicker because you can pause this all the way as you can with all the questions. Moving on to question number 28. Question number 28. Name the animal. This one does look a bit weird. It's actually not that weird, to be fair. That is question number 28. Name the animal. There's so much you can see into an eye. A lot of people say the eyes are the windows to the soul. Question number 28. Name the animal. Question number 29. Here's another animal. Name the animal for this one. This is question number 29. I do feel that once I've told you the answer, you'll be like, oh, God, that's so obvious. But is it? Not always. Question number 29. Moving on to question number 30. Another one of those amazing eyes. Absolutely stunning. The detail in that is just amazing. I mean, it kind of looks like a picture of the Grand Canyon or a mountain range. But it's not. It's an eye. That's in somebody's eye. Well, in an animal's eye. So there we go. Question number 30. Name the animal. There we go. So what we do now as we come back, if you're running this live in a pub, we always have a little break time. This is the part of the quiz where I'll always say, get yourself off to the toilet, get yourself off to the bar for a drink. We're going to take a short 15-minute interval, a little bit of a break, and then we will come back to the quiz. Obviously, we are not doing an actual pub quiz live, but this is giving you the opportunity. If you're playing along at home, you can go for a break, put the kettle on, get yourself some drinks in, get everybody some snacks, and then you can come back to the quiz if you want. Because we've got 3 more rounds of questions for you. So we'll take a short break. So welcome back from your break. Even though that was just a split second in the video, we'll take it that you've had a long break. Welcome back, and let's get back into the quiz. Here we go. Round number 4, science and technology. That's right, science and technology. Are you ready? Can't hear you. Obviously, I can't hear you. You're talking to a YouTube screen. Here we go. Question number 4, science and technology. 31. What celestial object or planet has its mass measured in the Jovian masses? What celestial object or planet, in case you're not sure what a celestial object is, because guess what? I wasn't sure what a celestial object was. So planet has its mass measured in the Jovian masses. That's a good question. That's question number 31. And as I keep repeating through the whole quiz, you can pause this at any time. Or we can just go along through the quiz and you're writing down the answers as you go along. Here we go. Question number 32. What is the name for the amount of energy required to increase the temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius? That's worded as best as I could. However, what is the name for the amount of energy required to increase the temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius? That is question number 32. This one does stump quite a few people. But there we go. Question number 32. What is the name for the amount of energy required to increase the temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius? Moving on to question number 33. Named after a Greek word for greenish yellow, which element has the chemical symbol Cl? Named after a Greek word for greenish yellow, which element has the chemical symbol Cl? That is question number 33. This one might stump a few people, or it might not. Question number 33. Sorry, number 34. Question number 34. What is the chemical name for the substance more commonly known as laughing gas? What is the chemical name for the substance more commonly known as laughing gas? Question number 34. That's the gas that you get when you go to the dentist. So that's question number 34. What is the chemical name for the substance more commonly known as laughing gas? Question number 35. In physics, that's a tricky question already, isn't it? In physics, what law states that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction? What is the name of the law in physics that states for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction? That is question number 35. By now, some of you are going to be wanting to go back to the movie and TV questions. It's very true. That's question number 35. If I'm honest, I didn't know the answer to that one. Not until I give you the answer, you'll be like, still makes no sense. But there we go. That's question number 35. In physics, what law still states that every action there is an equal and opposite reaction? Moving on to question number 36. I did not know this. This one blew my mind. In computing, what does the acronym USB stand for? In computing, what does the acronym USB stand for? That is question number 36. Moving on. Moving swiftly on, as they say, to question number 37. Who developed the first practical incandescent light bulb? So who developed the first practical incandescent light bulb? That is question number 37. Who invented the first? You see, that's a technical word, the first practical incandescent light bulb. To be fair, who invented the light bulb? Do you think it was the first person that had a thought or an idea? Bearing in mind, I've just made that joke to myself as I'm recording this. I probably shouldn't be laughing at my own jokes as like that. That's question number 37. Question number 38. Which planet in our solar system is known for having a distinctive ring system made of ice, particles, and rock? So which planet in our solar system is known for having a distinctive ring system made of ice, particles, and rock around it? Name the planet. That is question number 38. Moving on to question number 39. The Richter scale. Oh, I rolled my R's because I'm half Scottish by the amount of time I've spent up here. The Richter scale is used to measure the magnitude of what natural phenomenon? The Richter scale is used to measure the magnitude of what natural phenomenon? That is question number 39. Moving on to question number 40. Which element is a diamond composed of? So, which element is a diamond composed of? I know what you're thinking. An element must become, the diamond must be composed of cuddy. No, but thank you very much for thinking I'm a diamond. Actually, technically, we're all made of it. So, which element is a diamond composed of? That is question number 40. And that is the end of round number 4. So we've done 40 questions already. We've had a cheeky little break. We're now going to move on to round number 5. A very popular round for a lot of people is sports. So we are going to move on to this part of the quiz or the trivia, which is round number 5, sport. Here we go. Question number 41. Which city has hosted the Olympic Games 3 times? Which city has hosted the Olympic Games 3 times? That is question number 41. Question number 41. I hope you're enjoying the quiz, the trivia so far. You can, as always, let me know in the comments whether you've enjoyed it or not. Also, tell me some categories you would like for your quizzes. There's going to be a lot of options for you to be able to interact with me, host these pub quizzes yourself. I'm going to give you the availability of all these quizzes, all professionally designed for you so that you can actually run them off your own computer in whichever business you're going to be running, or you can run them on the TV or run them at home. It's very important. All right, here we go. That is question number 41. Which city has hosted the Olympic Games 3 times? Moving on to question number 42. In bowling, what is the term for 3 consecutive strikes? That's moving over the pond to America. Actually, we do a lot of bowling in the UK as well. In bowling, what is the term for 3 consecutive strikes? That is question number 42. There is a certain term for that. Moving on to question number 43. How long is a standard marathon? How long is a standard marathon? Not an ultra marathon, not the special marathon. What is how long is a standard marathon distance? Again, this is one of those questions where your answer is going to have to match my answer. Try not to overthink it, because I think it's probably the obvious answer. How long is a standard marathon in miles? That's in miles. How long is a standard marathon in miles? That is question number 43. Moving on to question number 44. Which country has won the most men's FIFA World Cup titles? Question number 44. Which country has won the most men's FIFA World Cup titles? That's question number 44. Moving on to question number 45. The Stanley Cup is the championship trophy for what sport? The Stanley Cup is the championship trophy for what sport? That's question number 45. Moving on to question number 46. In American football, how many points is a touchdown worth? How many points is a touchdown worth? That is question number 46. I used to be a big American football fan years ago. I used to be a Los Angeles Raiders fan. Not that anybody cares about what I like. I understand. I think they're now called the Las Vegas Raiders. In American football, how many points is a touchdown worth? Question number 46. Question number 47. What is the object you hit in badminton called? What is the object you hit in badminton called? That's an easier one for you. Question number 48. I've just realised that the answer is on the quiz, so I'm going to give this one to you. Question number 48. Who holds the record for the most goals scored by a single player in a single Premier League season? The answer is Erling Haaland. Do you know what? It wouldn't be real if we didn't keep it in. Now, if you download this quiz, the answer won't be on it. So you can actually host this quiz yourself through PowerPoint, put it onto a computer and having it slide. I will 100% make sure that's not in there on the download. But there you go. I fluffed it, and I'm going to keep it live in the quiz for you. Who holds the record for the most goals scored by a single player in a single Premier League season? The actual answer is Erling Haaland. But in your quiz that you can download and get for yourself, that answer will not be there. Perfect. Moving on to question number 49. What sport features terms like silly mid-off and gully? What sport features terms like silly mid-off and gully? That is question number 49. Moving on to question number 50, your last question. In what game is the aim to get a stone in the house? In what game or in which sport is the aim to get a stone in the house? That is question number 50. That's a good game. I've never played it. I just felt the need to say it's a good game. But there we go. Question number 15. What game is the aim to get a stone in the house? All right, here we go. Moving on. Round number 6. Round number 6. The rules coming shortly. Here we are, straight into it. I said coming shortly, but we're going straight into it. Round number 6. See what you see. For this round number 6, you are going to see different pictures. Those pictures are basically telling you something. They're telling you the answer. Sometimes they're movies, sometimes they're sayings, sometimes they're groups or bands. So that's it. It's a picture round. It's a picture quiz. Say what you see. Here we go. Question number 51. Sorry, that's a little bit pixelated, but there we go. What is that? See what you see. It's a thing. That's question number 1. You can pause that at any time you wish. See what you see. I know when I'm hosting, when I used to play pub quizzes at home, you'd always want a little bit extra time, so I was always pausing the videos. That's question number 51. Moving on to number 52. Name the band. Name the group. See what you see. Name the group. That's number 52. That is an AI prompt that I put in, and it gave me that. Question number 52. Name the group. Here we go, moving on. Question number 53. See what you see. What do you see when you look at that picture? What do you see? It's literally as easy as the question, see what you see. That is question number 53. Fantastic. Right, here we go. Moving on to question number 54. Name the book and a movie. Name the book and the movie. I mean, seriously. I don't think I could have made it any easier. That is question number 54. Question number 54. Name the movie and the book. Here we go. Next one, question number 55. Name what you see. Say what you see. That is question number 55. Some people call these rebus puzzles. See what you see. It's a different way of thinking to get the answer to this one. That's question number 55. Moving on to question number 56. See what you see. It's actually a group. Name the group. Name the group. That's an AI prompt. That's the image it gave me. Name the group. That's question number 56. And question number 57. Say what you see. Say what you see. This one catches a lot of people out, to be fair. That's question number 57. Moving on to number 58. This is a band or a group. Group or a band. Name the group. I put this into an AI prompt and this is the picture it gave me. So name the group or name the band. Are bands and group the same thing? It's a band, which is also a group. That's question number 58. Once I go through all the answers for these as well, you'll be like, makes sense. Number 58. Moving on to number 59. Name the profession. Name the job. That was the AI prompt in the middle, but then I added some extra details to the side. Name the job. Name the profession. That's question number 59. And moving on to question number 60. Name the movie. Name the movie. Say what you see. If you read it along, the movie will come and slap you in the face. That's if you know how to read those images correctly. That is question number 60. Well done. Which means we've come to the end of the quiz. So we are going to start right there, or stop there, sorry. That's the end of the quiz. Now, if you're hosting this live and you want to be, if you're in the pub, this is the part where everybody swaps their quiz papers around. Nobody marks up their own quiz papers. You swap them around, and then we're going to go through the answers, and you're going to be marking up somebody else's quiz paper. This is the easiest way for us to to eliminate the cheating process. Whether you are playing at home with your family or your friends, or you're playing in a pub. So we're going to swap. You can pause it right now before we go into the answers, because obviously we have to give you the answers to the quiz as well. So that is the quiz. Well done for watching it, and we will be coming back with the answers very, very quickly. That's right. Time for the answers. I'm going to go back through the presentation, through the quiz, and I'm going to give the answers every time as we go back through the quiz. This will be a little bit quicker, so get your quiz papers out and start ticking off those answers. This won't take as long as the quiz, but we do have 60 answers to go through. So it's time for the answers. Right, here we go. Let's go through the answers. I read them out. Going back through the quiz papers, mark them up. Question number 1. How many time zones are there in Russia? The answer we were looking for was 11. That was 11 for that correct answer. Any variations on that? I apologize for those points. You are going to have to say 11. Question number 2. How many stripes are there on the US flag? The answer we were looking for was 13. There are 13 stripes on the US flag. I think that's quite interesting. A lot of people always know how many stars are on there, but they don't know how many stripes are on there. All right, so that is how many stripes are there on the US flag. That was 13. Which of the following empires had no written language? The answer we were looking for was Incan. Roman was obviously a language. Aztec, it could have been Aztec or Incan, but there was pictures with the Aztecs, and Egyptians had the hieroglyphics, so they had a written language. However, the Incan didn't. I suppose it begs the question, how did they communicate? All right, there we go. That's question number 3. Incan was the answer we were looking for. This one catches everybody out. What is the slang name for New York City used by the locals? Did you know it was Gotham? Gotham was the answer we were looking for. Can't believe that. Gotham. That was a tricky one. Little bit of added trivia. Most of the times they film comic book heroes for Gotham or The Flash, and a lot of superhero movies, they do it in Glasgow. Believe it or not, they film in Glasgow because it looks like an American city on the streets. Anyway, that was useless trivia for you. Question number 5. What's the national flower of Japan? It's the cherry blossom. The cherry blossom is the national flower of Japan. How many keys does a classic piano have? It has 88 keys. That's 88 keys. That is question number 6. Moving on to question number 7, a fantastic book. Who wrote The Biology of Belief? A book about the healing power of beliefs. That is Dr. Bruce Lipton. I highly suggest you have a read of that one because it's a fantastic book. Dr. Bruce Lipton was the answer we're looking for. Question number 8, name the best-selling book series of the 21st century. Most people get that one right. It was the Harry Potter series. Harry Potter, some of the biggest selling book series of the 21st century. Unbelievably. Question number 9, when did they open the London Underground? In what year? Did you get this one? It was 1863. 1863. If you said 2 years either side of that, take a point. Take a point because that's how nice I really am. Take a point, 2 years either side of 1863, but give yourself some bonus points if you actually put 1863. Question number 10, which American city is Billie Eilish from? She is from Los Angeles. That's right, she's from Los Angeles. Moving on to round number 2. Round number 2, movies and TV. Did you get the answer for this one? Which TV channel was the first in the UK? Obviously, it was BBC. I've seen people write Channel 5 for that. Absolute shocker. It was BBC. They were the first ones to have a TV channel, the first TV channel in the UK. So, which TV channel is the oldest in the world? Was it the BBC, NBC, or HBO? The answer was NBC. That's NBC for the point. It only started about a couple of months before the BBC. It was very close in times of going live. Question number 13. What location does the first season of the HBO series The White Lotus take place? That was Hawaii. That is correct. That was Hawaii. Question number 13. Question number 14. In Only Fools and Horses, what is the name of the tower block where Del Boy lived and Rodney lived? That was the Nelson Mandela House. Congratulations if you got yourself a point on that one. It was the Nelson Mandela House. Question number 15. What is the name of the ice cream parlor Steve and Robin work at in season 3 of Stranger Things? The answer to that is Scoops Ahoy. Scoops Ahoy for that one. Well done for getting that right. That is a trickier question. Great program. I don't get the answers right when I get asked about Stranger Things. I'm too engrossed in watching the program. Question number 16. Which actress played Mrs. Robinson in the film The Graduate? That is Anne Bancroft. That is correct. Anne Bancroft was the answer you were looking for that one. What is the name of Superman's dog in the new Superman movie? Actually, it's the name of Superman's dog anyway. It is Crypto. The answer for that one is Crypto. If you've not seen that movie, being a Superman fan, I will say it was absolutely fantastic and very well worth a watch. Question number 18. In The Matrix, it's a 50-50 chance, but did you get it right? In The Matrix, does Neo take the blue pill or the red pill? The answer was the red pill. Red pill, and all he was getting offered was the truth. So that is the red pill. Now, this one might have caught a few people out. For what movie did Tom Hanks score his first Academy Award nomination? Not winning, but the nomination. It was Big, was the answer we were looking for. Fantastic movie. Question number 20. What American TV chat show was Jack Nicholson referencing when he ad-libbed "Here's Johnny" in The Shining? The answer was the Johnny Carson Show. That's what he was referencing. Now, we're moving on to question number 3. For the answers for number 3, did you get them? Everybody's favorite, we could have called it Rudolph, but 21 was a reindeer. We didn't need the name Rudolph. We wanted to name the animal, and that was reindeer. Question number 22 obviously was a polar bear. Hopefully, obviously, anyway. That was a polar bear. 23 was an owl. That was an owl from the animal from the picture. Question number 24. Maybe the eyelashes were a bit of a giveaway on this one, but it was a horse. That's a horse's eyes. How fantastic are they? Question number 25 was a crab. Bit of a giveaway there for the shell, but that was a crab. Question number 26. That is an octopus eye. That is the eye of an octopus, not a squid, an octopus. Question number 27. The eye there is from a fly. I'm a poet. I didn't even realize it. I'm a poet. I didn't know it. That is a fly's eye. Question number 28 is an elephant. Technically, it's a baby elephant, but that is an elephant's eye. 29 is a cuttlefish. If you've seen a cuttlefish before, you'll always see that they've got that little eyelash, the eyelid, and that is a cuttlefish. That is coming to 29. 30, not a lot of people get this. I don't know if you have, but well done if you have, because it is a hare. Not a rabbit, a hare. That is a hare's eye. That is question number 30. We don't need to take a break on this one. Let's move on to round number 4, science and technology. Here we go. What celestial object or planet has its mass measured in Jovian masses? The answer to that one is, let me hear you. Correct, Jupiter. Jupiter was the answer we were looking for. What is the name for the amount of energy required to increase the temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius? That is a calorie. That is the amount of energy. 1 calorie. Question number 33. Named after a Greek word for greenish yellow, which element has the chemical symbol Cl? The answer we were looking for was chlorine. That's right, it was chlorine. Cl is chlorine. Question number 34. What is the chemical name for the substance more commonly known as laughing gas? Sure you got that one right. That is nitrous oxide. Nitrous oxide was the answer we were looking for. Number 35, I did not know this. In physics, what law states that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction? The actual answer is Newton's third law. If you put the third law, that's fine, but the actual answer we're looking for is Newton's third law. You are obviously answering this yourself within your family or within the pub, so you can decide on how close your answer is to matching that. I did say at the beginning of the quiz, make sure that your answers match my answers. So it's not like you can argue with me on the TV screen. Or is it? Are you arguing right now? That's question number 35. Number 36. I didn't know this one. In computing, what does the acronym USB stand for? In computing, what does the acronym USB stand for? That is Universal Serial Bus. No idea why. I'm sure there's smarter people in the audience going, right, this is the reason why, this is the reason why. Universal Serial Bus. Question number 37. Who developed the first practical incandescent light bulb, or who created the light bulb? That is Thomas Edison. He had an idea, and it just came to him. I know, I've repeated the same joke badly twice. That's number 37, Thomas Edison. Number 38. Which planet in our solar system is known for having a distinctive ring, no jokes about rings, system made of ice particles and rock? That is Saturn. Saturn was the answer we were looking for. The Richter scale is used to measure the magnitude of what natural phenomenon? The Richter scale is used to measure the magnitude of what natural phenomenon? That is earthquakes. Which element, question number 40, your last question of this round, which element is a diamond composed of? It is carbon. Carbon compressed into a diamond, basically. There we go, that's question number 40. Round number 5 is sports. Which city has hosted the Olympic Games 3 times? That is London. London has hosted the Olympic Games 3 times. In bowling, what is the term for 3 consecutive strikes? That is a turkey. That is a turkey. 3 strikes, a turkey. Question number 43. How long is a standard marathon? How long is a standard marathon? Some people are going to say it's 26.7, 26.8. We were looking for 26 miles. The answer we were looking for is 26 miles. If you've put 26.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, give yourself a point, but it is 26 miles. And I know that right now somebody's already said, actually, he's wrong because it's 26.6 or 26.66666 reoccurring. All right, there we go. I've done a lot of pub quizzes. I know what people are like. Question number 44. Which country has won the most men's FIFA World Cup titles? The answer is Brazil. Brazil has won the most. Question number 45. The Stanley Cup is the championship trophy for what sport? The answer we were looking for is ice hockey. Ice hockey is the correct answer. In American football, how many points is a touchdown worth? The answer we were looking for is 6 points. 6 points is how much a touchdown is worth. What is the object you hit in badminton called? It is a shuttlecock. A shuttlecock, and the answer's there for you for number 48. Who holds the record for the most goals scored by a single player? It is Erling Haaland. That won't be in your downloadable version of the quiz. 49. What sport features terms like silly mid-off and gully? Cricket. Cricket was the answer you were looking for. All right, in what game is the aim to get a stone in the house? That is curling. Curling was the answer we were looking for that one. curling. And round number 6, say what you see, those Rebus puzzles and the AI prompts. Here we go. Question number 51 was obviously Jack in a Box. Jack in a Box for 51. I think that was quite clear. Question number 52 was Radiohead. We said name the group, name the band. Radiohead was the answer that we wanted. Next one, question number 53, a coffee break. Can you see the break in the coffee? It's coffee break for 53. 54, couldn't have been any easier. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Hopefully you got that one. You just never know. The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I did say it's a movie and a book. Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe. Next one, question number 55. Name the saying. Caught in the act. Pretty much self-explanatory. Caught in the act. Question number 56. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Even though there's only one pepper, it's red hot. It's steaming. It's got water on it because it's sweating. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Number 56. Number 57. See what you see. Reduction. Reduction. Reduction was the answer we were looking for. That's reduction. Number 58. Name the group. Name the band. Rolling Stones. Technically, with the AI prompt and the blurry grass puts the stones in motion of moving forward, which means they are rolling. 58 was the Rolling Stones. Number 59 is name the profession. That is fireman. I think we put enough options in there for you to see it. The hose, the gloves, the fire hydrant, and a fire and a man. Fireman was what we were looking for. Question number 60. Did you get this one? One flew over the cuckoo's nest. One flew over the cuckoo's nest. That is your 60 questions and your 60 answers. Thank you very much for playing along. There's going to be a little bit coming up just to say thank you and how you can make this quiz last longer, shorter for your night. As always, big love from Cuddy, and we'll see you on the next Big Pub Quizzy. Thank you so much for enjoying all those 60 questions and the 60 answers that we gave you for this quiz. If you've liked the content, please like and subscribe as it helps me get those pub quizzes into every pub in the United Kingdom. And why not, let's say, all over the world. Put in the comments what you really enjoyed about this quiz, and also put into the comments what quizzes and categories you would like to see so I can really adapt all of these quizzes for your business, for your pub, or just for your next family party night that you have, where I'm going to be the quiz host for you with all these specifically created pub quizzes. As always, big love from Cuddy. Thank you very much for the like and subscribe of this channel, and there's many, many more to come.